chat dog. All right. We are off and running this morning. Oh, I'll wait for somebody to pop in. One of my new baits I just painted for myself. Hand-tied tail to it. Very cool. Beautiful bait. Ain't gonna catch. Ain't gonna catch. It's gonna catch. All right, crappie. What's happening? I thought I'd pop on. Watching another buddy's live. He's fishing though. It's raining outside here, but oh, I've been painting baits like crazy. Crazy. Look at this. Where is it? Ah, it's hiding way back there. Oh my goodness. Got a lot of big baits. And I've got some small ones. Let's see if we can get this guy out without hooking myself. Check this guy out. It's like that's a cool craw. It's a very cool craw. Anyway, that's a hard one to create because it's just, I don't know, it's just 5 split rings on one little itty bitty bait. So, come on. Got them hanging up here. I haven't packaged them yet. There's a few touch-ups I want to do here and there on them, but on some of these. Look at that beautiful, beautiful color shifting wake bait, 7.5 inch wake bait. One of my favorite baits to fish with. And then, what is it? My bluegill. You guys probably, if you saw my, yeah, thank you. My, it took an hour and a half to paint this thing. Bluegills are so hard to paint. So I sell these on Whatnot app. So you'll see some pop-ups on it, and on the 18th will be my next auction. It's just, you know, you can only paint so many so fast. So I only do one auction a month, typically. So, but check it out if you ever want to buy them, or even want to buy one of my baits that you want. Say this guy, he wanted this bait in this design, so I painted him that bait in that design. And this guy sent me a picture of his bait that he wanted. A little different on this one because it had he wanted the lip half painted black. So he got exactly what he wants. So people can, you know, text me or, you know, email me or DM me and, you know, put in a request. I love these natural minnows, so I think these are going to catch like crazy. It's a great, I went with a transparent body, and it is just really, really nice. That's going to catch. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you catch a fisherman, sometimes you catch a fish. That baby's going to catch a fish. Hopefully people buy it. I also made it in a finesse, a little guy. Little guy. I made a little guy of it. Oh, I made a blue craw. It's not ready to be fitted yet. But look at this thing. That's a really cool looking craw. Really nice. The meat's black, you know, inside it. Really nice. So tomorrow I can fit these at the earliest. So I got more hanging behind me that have to get eyes and clear coated. Got a weld. Oh, okay. You got a weld. You got a weld. Oh, weld. But we got for those people that, I don't know how many people we got, but I don't know if we got anybody. But locally, for those who tune in later probably, Lake of the Woods has got their first stocking of 1,000 trophy trout. So that's really going to wake up the lake. And this week they get another 1,300. So half and half legals and trophies. A great bait. There it is. A great bait to fish after a stocking is a small rainbow trout glide. Something like this is a 5.5-inch glide, and if you use this, what ends up happening is that the 1,000 legals, which is about 16 and 15-inch trout, this I use really sharp hooks. This little bait will be sort of like the gimme, and you put this in there, and the rainbow trout, or not the rainbow, but the German browns and the bass will just come up, and they're really going to hit the bite size one. They're going for the nuggets. And this little guy right here, he ain't bleeding, he ain't fishing, and I ain't fishing, so why am I bleeding? But anyway, this is a great bait to throw this week. Really good bait to throw this week. So I would probably troll this right down Rainbow Bay. You know, early mornings, late evenings, and just start pulling them in. This will catch big browns and bass right now. Really nice bait. So, really good bait to throw right now. So the lake basically is a wake-up call when you put your first stocking in. So whenever you go fishing, follow stocking schedules. And it's not really to catch those trout. You really, unless you're a trout fisherman, that's fine. You will catch trout because they're stupid. Trout are dumb. They'll hit anything shiny that goes by them. That's why they hit the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, a water bobber with a 3 to 5 foot leader with rainbow power bait, and you catch them all day long. Bass are not that dumb. Bass are smarter, and so are German browns. And so follow the stocking schedules, and whenever the fish emanate an audible sound, they're not mute. Everything pretty much creates a sound. When they eat, when they're passive, there's like a ticking sound that they make. It's very, very soft, and it travels through the water. Well, you take 1,000 trout, big ones, and you toss it into a lake. These guys go through a shock system, and they're screaming in their way. And that wakes up the lake because that sound emanates into the lake. And so all these other fish start to come up, and it wakes up, and like I said, it wakes it up is a good analogy to use, a description of what it does to a lake. And then next week, another stocking happens, and then another stock. And so all these, and then all of a sudden, all the fish start to think, "Ooh, it's spring," even though the water's cold. And last time I was on the lake a few days ago, it was 47 degrees, the water, so it's still kind of cold. But it's going to wake up the fish. It'll bring them up out of the depths, the warm water fish. The lake will turn rather quickly. Turning is where the hot and cold change, and the barrier between them is called a thermocline, and it's kind of the barrier, the no fish zone between warm water and cold water or whatever. And when a lake turns, it disappears, and all those the cold water fish, warm water fish, they all mix, and it's sort of like the migratory patterns of birds. Twice a year they mix, the spring and the winter, in the summer and the winter migrants actually overlap, and that's what happens. But this happens so quickly that the in our lake, a turn happens 3 and 4 days. That's it. So you really want to keep an eye on it because fishing is so good during an inversion. Um, Typical lakes, what ends up happening, that when you see the inversion, is that it gets milky. The lake gets milky because it's turning the bottom soils up. And so the clarity of a lake is greatly reduced typically now. The lake I fish at, Lake of the Woods, has really good clarity. So when it turns, it gets like 8 feet. All right. And that's its turning clarity. And then it'll go back to 15 feet, 20 feet. And it happens quick. I would expect the lake to turn, what is it? It's April now, right? End of this month. It should turn. So another 4 weeks, it should turn. And so the you want to keep an eye on all that. Water temperature will change too, obviously. So as the surface temp moves into the 50s and the high 50s, then we're starting to see a turn. And so the warm water fish like the bass will start to come up. Cold water fish will start to sink. Right now at 47, the cold water fish are in the shallows. Kokanee right now at the lake is at about 20 feet. So it's pretty simple. I always encourage everybody that watches the channel, if you don't own a pool thermometer and you're a shore fisherman, buy a pool thermometer. Just toss it out there with a string and understand water temp. And the water temp will tell you a lot. I got a lot of videos on water temperature, so really nice to go ahead and do something like that. It's $10 for a pool thermometer, right? Something like that. And it becomes probably the most important tool in your tackle bag is the pool thermometer. When we look at our fish finders, we're looking at temperature first. I mean, to be honest, every fisherman's going to look at the temperature, and it's a big number on our fish finder. And then we look at depth. Then we look at all these other things. We look at cover. We look at, and if we see some fish. But a cold lake, you're not going to see a lot of fish on your fish finder because they're rather dormant. They don't move. It's just like us. I mean, it's just we move more in warmer weather than we do colder weather, and fish are the same way. So on a fish finder, first we look at temperature, then we look at depth, then we look at structure. Topography on the bottom. Do we see brush? Do we see wood? Do we see, debris of some kind? Where a fish could build a home. So definitely get a pool thermometer and even if you're in a boat and you don't have a fish finder, you should be trolling a pool thermometer behind you and looking at it regularly, because a lake on a pretty day will change 5 degrees on surface temp. So on a pretty day, our 47 will become 52. And certain areas of the lake, it'll be warmer, ones with more sun and less depth. So when you go to if you know those areas, those will probably be the spawning ground of the fish. And so they'll go over there and they'll create their beds and lay their eggs. So it's just simple stuff, The more you fish, the more you understand these things. But and that's why you tune in here. You tune in here so you can learn and catch more fish, right? Catch more fish. So we've got some beautiful baits here. And you know, these baits will run anywhere from $7 on up to about 35, $40, depending. I mean, I got some big lights, and I got some pretty big baits. I got some very complicated baits, like that bluegill. I think I've got the auction starting at 25. We'll see what happens. Um, I got 2 sold already, so um, you guys check out my whatnot auction. It'd be nice to see some of you and get some of my baits in your hands. I usually put a free gift in the bag, but I missed somebody recently. He opened his box today, and I forgot to put a free gift in there. He must have got a sticker though. I usually put a sticker in there, but I usually put a sticker and an extra bait. Uh, he bought a beautiful bait. Oh, he bought a pretty bait. Um, but we're gonna, we'll put some. I'm thinking about doing another giveaway. I've got some stuff coming, and we'll do a giveaway on the channel. I think that'll be really cool. I haven't done one in a while, and so we'll do a giveaway, maybe a reel. Um, that'll be fun, and we'll probably maybe do a contest. What do you think? What kind of contest? How about a big fish contest? The person who catches the biggest fish gets a reel. That sounds cool. I would hope people would enter. They just send it to my email, and I can do a video of all my viewers fishing. Yeah, that would be fun. Be a fun little short. Hopefully, we get a lot of pictures in. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's all on the honor system. It's all on the honor system. Catch any fish. How about catch any fish? And then we do a drawing um, for the reel instead of the biggest fish. I hate big fish stuff, because you're excited about a 1 pounder as much as you are a 5 pounder, especially depending on the person and the age. So I think that would be a smarter giveaway. I do have a couple reels coming in, and we'll give one of them away. We'll sell one on the auction, and then we'll give one away. And I've got some really nice lures up there that I can give away too. We'll do some runner-ups. It just cost me $100 or so to do a contest like that. That would be good. Yeah, I think that would be good. So look forward to that information as I get some shipments. I had to order some parts because, I've got all these baits. I gotta, fit and finish. And but if you keep track of my videos, then you'll be able to see what's going on. Again, Whatnot is the app that I auction and sell my baits. Some of them are bite now, some of them are auction. And as I finish them, then I post them in the inventory. And so you can see how many I got and what pictures of them and stuff like that. So I just did that this morning with the first set of pictures, which is what these are. And you can pre-bid on it, do what you want with it, which is it's actually a neat little site. It takes forever for them to pay me because, I don't do a lot of volume. A lot of some of these guys, after you sell like 100,000 pieces, then you get instant pay. But right now, I have to wait, 9 days after you purchase it for me to get paid. So the 18th, so at the end of the month, I get paid for all this work that I've been doing. But it'll be good. It'll be good. As people get their stuff, it'll be good. I need to make some more spinners. Usually throw a spinner in there. Spinners are fun. Those inline spinners are really good. So, and each one is unique. Yeah, just pop on for a few minutes. Hey, fishing fun. I'm doing well, thanks. I'm doing really good. I'm painting baits like crazy, and now I'm clear coating and fitting them, and it's just, it's a rainy day. I ain't going fishing today. Would wanted to go fishing today, but I got some fantastic baits here for sale on the 18th on Whatnot. Really good baits. These are some of my best work. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on the 18th at that auction. I got so many more back here, more over here. I got a ton of baits. So, but yeah, it's going good. Lake caught its first stocking. So fishing next week. I'll probably go Tuesday because it's raining the next few days. So Tuesday it shows like it's not going to rain. So maybe I'll get out on Tuesday and go fishing. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, you're going fishing today? Well, that's nice. It's yucky out here today. So I want to go fishing today. Got some pretty neat baits. I've done some trades with guys. So here's a neat little fly, trout fly. That's a really neat one. Rich and Leo. And then I've got, Rich ties flies. So these are hand tied. I got replacement flies too for him. I did a trade. I sent him my baits. He sent me some of his baits. And then this guy, I did the same thing with this guy. It's fun doing trades. And this is like a little popper that he tied. And then if you flip it around, it's a weedless. So he sent me a bunch of his hand-tied flies. So, very cool. I'm gonna hit the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. And so let me see. There's yeah, there. I know. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. You guys probably not even there anymore. When I get the vise back, thanks. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to. Well, I can use the slip bobber on a spinning gear, but you know, I got all these flies now. I mean, this is wild, guys. Look at all these flies I got. So, this is from Joe's Flies. My trade with him. I can't cast these without adding weight. So, I don't know. So I got all these. He likes using spinners. Joe does. Now, Iggy, he doesn't use spinners. And even these guys are so light. 1.5 grams. That's 1.5 grams. So, I might be able to cast that with a spinning rod. Light enough line. But these other ones, I mean, look at that. There's a little guy. So this one I'd have to put it on a slip bobber with a barrel connector, maybe add about 6 feet and let that sort of trail away. You know, that one. And I really like his flies. You guys that do flies are amazing. I know. Alright, we'll see you fishing fun. But these things looks like a little raccoon tail or something. I don't know. And then, you know, red and white. I love this popper though, man. I'm gonna have to see if I can cast that. But it's only 1.5 grams, I think. Let me look. When I weighed it. Come on. Units. Grams. Yep, 1.4 grams. That's what that is. Pretty light. Looks heavier, but it's not. So, but that thing right there, I think is going to be just a killer out on the water. So I got all these, you know, look at this one. This one's crazy looking. Guess it'll look like a dragonfly, right? You know, probably look like a dragonfly on the water. So, I mean, that don't feel like much. How many grams is that? A gram? 1.2. About the same as those. Those are 1.4. But yeah, not very much. So, really, I mean, you guys, I mean, this requires a lot of patience. This one's really neat. It's like a total bug. A bug. I guess they all look like bugs. That's why they're called flies, Mike. And then I got all these little spinner flies. And these are interesting. I've never seen. You've got two hooks on it. You got a single hook and you got a treble hook on these. I've never seen that before on a fly. So, actually quite interesting. Now, these are made to be pulled through the water. So, put a really light slide weight, like a torpedo weight, above it, and pull it through. It's the only way I can think about fitting that. So, but some of these, I mean, look at this beautiful feather on this one. Look at that feather on that one. See that feather? That is a really cool looking feather. So I'm looking forward to hitting the lake this week and using flies. I know. So what we'll do is we'll set up my spinning rod for fly fishing, and my BFS will be used. You know, this one right here I could throw with my BFS. You know, he gave me a gold blade and a silver blade for this. So this will be really nice to toss it out there. So I might just go out there with 2 rods this week on one day and just go fly fishing. Terrible at fishing, fly fishing. Oh my goodness. What a joke that will be. But well, let's see what we can do with it. I love this color. You know, this color is amazing. You can see, sort of put that tinsel in there, and then that other whatever. And it's real. This thing will look really, really good in the water. And that little bit of red, I think that red's going to help give that blood trail on it a bit. So with the flash, I think this should be a pretty good fish killer out there. It's a good one. It looks like a, let's see, what size hook is that? A 4? Looks like a 4. But this one with my Aldebaran be really, really good. So look at all these extra flies he gave me for it. I can make a spinner. In fact, I can make, that's a great idea, Mike. I can make a spinner for these. Genius. That's all I can say. That's just plain old genius. Almost makes me want to pull it out right now. Let's pull out a little inline spinner maker. Let's make some spinning flies. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get my spinner kit out. Any clevises? Need some blades. Oh, that'll be a great blade right there, won't it? With that color. Bam. And I'm going to put a sonic bell on it. Alright. And that'll be really good right there. That'll be really good. So we're going to put red. This will be great. Go with silver. Silver clevis with this. Alright, so this is the start of it. Let's put a bell on it. Oh, hi, kitten. I didn't know you came down here. So now we're looking like this. We'll put some yellow beads on there. awesome. We gotta make our loop. Double crimp bend, that's the rule. One crimp. Two crimps. And bend it. Nice 90 degrees. Okay. Now I'm going to take one of these out. It's pretty well sealed up, isn't it? So now we're going to take this hook, feather. Oh, this is really going to look good. Look at that. That looks great. I'm so self-congratulatory. Probably shouldn't be. Boy. Alright, so I'm going to put that there, and wind it up. And voila. We have got the tag. We have a finished inline. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's it right there, baby. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's a pretty bait. Wow. I'm glad he sent me those extra ones. They're called saltwater flies. Huh? That's a saltwater fly, huh? Huh. Deceiver chartreuse, it's called. You know that you use flies for saltwater. Well, you must, because that's probably what Rich and Leo use. Alright, let's see what else. I'm going to get another one of those. couple yellows. A red. I think it's a great killer one. Now, let's go with a different color. And go with yellow for the center section instead of that green. Gotta make it a little different. So start with the red. Very cool. And go with the gold clevis this time. Oh, this is going to be real pretty. Hey, Mike. I still got Stilinias going. It's on the window. Gotta give the boy some time. So I'm just making some inline spinners right now. So that's right here. Ouch. It's one I just made. So we're making a slight variation of this one. These are hand-tied flies. So we're just going to pop on a bell. So, and the clanger. Gotta have a clanger. Adds a little bit of a sound, like a blue fox. So, yeah, I got him open on another window, still in you. Hope he's not talking to me. So that's basically. In fact, let's take those yellows off. Let's put a couple reds down there. We'll make the red pop a little bit on this. Nice thing about making your own stuff, you can do whatever you want. There we go. Alright. So that with that's going to look really cool. So let's make our hook eye. I love this little machine. 35 bucks for this little machine. And this thing just makes baits like crazy. Exactly. This thing's great. 35 bucks. Knockout spinners for a buck. I mean, this is great. You double crimp it, then you got to make a 90 degree. I use this little slot right here. Just slide my wire in, and then I make a 90 degree. And I grab me one of these beautiful hand-tied flies. Slide it on. And it pops right in. That's why you make that 90 degree. And then hold it, pull and hold, and you make a nice wind on it. Nice and tight. Makes a real nice tight wind on it. Simple machine. Once you get the hang of it, man, it's like, and that will catch fish. That's going to catch fish. Again, it's a little bit different from this one. Same blade, pretty much, similar blade. But this was green and yellow and red. So slight variation on it. So really nice. The blades aren't exactly the same every time. And like this one's got more magenta down here. But got some pre-painted ones here. This one's got more blue on it. And you got black and green. So anyway, they're a little different. So you just get to play with it a little bit. So, alright. Let's see what we can do here. We'll go red and yellow. We could do a fluorescent in there instead of two dark reds. There's a fluorescent. And maybe not do a bell. We'll just go with, oh wait, so we'll go the fluorescent first. Not real picky which color on this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah. No. I changed my mind. Go with green and white. So this is kind of fun to do, and get out to the lake this week and go fly fishing. All those trout. And voila. Do that, and we'll put this spacer here. We'll go red, and then that yellow. And that will finish this one off. So, I don't know, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that on that, huh? It's cool. And here we go. Very nice. It gives a nice keyhole slot. You can get a nice little keyhole slot. You can get a nice centered loop. If you don't, then it's going to lean one way or another. All right, let's grab one of these. It's nice that, you know, I did a trade, basically. I sent him some of my baits, and he sent me his flies. And so now I can make some of these. Saltwater flies. These are saltwater flies. Go figure. When you make that 90 degrees, it just sort of slides right in there. I learned that. So much easier this way. Okay. Gotta have coffee. Still early here. It's 8:20 in the morning here. So, yeah, 3 or 4 turns or whatever you want. There's really no rule. 2 turns probably does just fine. And there we go. And there is another spinner. Slightly, I mean, different. All these are different. Every spinner is different. No 2 spinners are the same for me. So, that's cool. I like it. All right. We're going to go yellows all the way down. Maybe go with a black bell on it. Go with the black bell on it. So yellow and black. And we'll go with this one. Just because it goes with the feather, you know? Goes with the feather. Go with a gold clevis. The thing about clevises, they're really cheap. It's awesome. Yeah, this is going to look good too. I know, I'm not painting baits, I'm just making inline spinners. And these things spin at any speed too, man. They spin on the way down, spin on the way up. And voila. There you go. Wrap it over the shaft. And double crimp bend. Double crimp bend. That's what you do on a rainy day, I guess. Nice keyhole slot. That's what you want in order to center your loop. And voila. Grab a fly. Saltwater flies. And pop it in there, just like that. And voila. Yet another one made. How much do you think these things are worth? What would you pay for that? You know? What would you pay for that? Ain't nobody on, probably. I'm just talking to myself. I'm just talking to myself. Awesome. It really does look good. Can't wait to catch a fish with it. I'm going to go red all the way down on this one, including the bell. And then we'll go with that orange. And the orange against the green may look like a blood trail on it as it's spinning. It could, I don't know, be the fish. Think like the fish. Let's put a bell on, a clanger on. Let's get some beads. It's the same combination of equipment basically on it, but this is very, very red with a flash of white. So let's get that bent, crimp it, double crimp, bend. Nice little keyhole slot and bend. Let's grab a fly. Oh, it's Mike. I forgot which Mike it was. A lot of us. All right, here we go. Bam. I think this is a lot of red. Nice, nice, nice. And yet another one. Focus very red with that green trail. Very cool. Man. Would the magenta look against that? Not bad. Have any more rainbows? No, I'm out of the rainbows. Could go map style on it. I like the Colorado blades. We'll do one more. All right. Green housing on it, white and green. Do some fluorescence on it with one yellow. It went inside the bell. How funny was that? All right. Like I said, each one's a slightly different design. No two of my baits are exactly the same. I like that. This way you can own lots of my baits. And no two are the same. How are you? And look at them lures. Nice stuff. Yeah, baby. Well, look. I mean, you gave me all of these, man. So, I'm making some. I mean, I'm just making my own inline spinners with these great flies that you got me. I mean, my goodness. So, I mean, I've got yours right here. But, you know, I do make inline spinners, and it's just so nice. Hey, casters. Yeah, so, anyway, Billy Bad Apple, he's the one that I did a trade with. Have you got your shipment yet? The one I sent you? Have you gotten it yet? I think they, but you know, Whatnot uses mules. Whatnot uses mules. They just don't get there very quick, that's for sure. So now you take one of these Joe's flies, and we slide it onto my little inline. Not yet. Gosh. You know, it's amazing how slow the USPS is right now. So you just slide that in there, and we just do a little turning. And voila, we got a nice tight wind on that. And we got another unique bait. Look at that. Again, this is a terrible at fishing design with a Joe fly. Terrible at fishing design with a Joe fly. Well, let's do another one because I like it. Go yellows. But yeah, these are awesome. Show me what you got done. Oh my goodness. So this one I think we just did. These are all different. These are all different with the Joe fly on the end. Look at them all. It's awesome. This one's sort of black and yellow with a painted blade. Yeah. So those are the ones I got done so far. They're nice. Yeah, exactly, man. This is awesome. Really nice. I can't wait to fish with them. I think Tuesday I'll be fishing. I've been painting like crazy. You know, I fitted some baits. I put the pictures up on my auction. I got a couple customs that I did for people, and so you make earrings. You know what? I have made earrings, believe it or not. I have keychain stuff. You know, this is keychain stuff, so I can make keychains. But you don't want one with a hook. I don't know what it'll poke in your pocket, but you don't want that in your pocket. No poking that in the pocket. But yeah, I've made a lot of, I've made keychains. Uh, People like the keychains, but they don't pay much for a keychain, so it's not worth it. I did it, and then I was like, gosh, it's a lot of work to paint a bait and for a keychain, and the people don't want to pay much for it. Let's see what I got here. Go yellow all the way down. We're gonna make it really bright. We haven't done a yellow all the way down yet. Put a fishing lure on a keychain with a hook. So this will look really good against that feather with the yellow and that green blade. But yeah, this is it's just exciting to create something new. Great stuff. Them trout will hit them big lures. Everyone thinks small on trout. That's true. I have pictures to prove it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Got that 27-inch German brown on one of my bass lures. Alright, it's going to be pretty tight. Hey, Bello. My kitty cat. My kitty cat. And voila. Yet another one. That white and green blade, the yellow shaft, really sets off this gold. And a little bit of that red, on the head, and that's going to be good. I think Tuesday, I'm just going to go fly fishing. I'm pretty excited about all of this. It's so much fun. It really is a lot of fun. Look at that. I've used all but 3 up. I made 7 of them. Man. I'm going to paint more blades, I think. Yeah, it's it's just fun to get new stuff like this, and Joe's flies and terrible at fishing design. How cool is that? You like the red one? Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be interesting, as I fish with these, that which colors really hit more than others, because each one is a different color combination, slightly different blades to them, and I love Colorado blades, so these won't qualify for your little contest. We'll have to use those for your contest. Watch, I'll catch the biggest one on one of mine. We can catch the biggest one on one of mine. This will be good for me. Not good for the contest. Very cool. This is going to be awesome, man. This is going to be awesome. Oh, you are? Very cool. It's just, isn't it fun? It's just fun to do this. I like this black and yellow, though. This black and yellow is nice. I like the black and yellow. You know, the black bell will give it a nice little contrast on that spin. Um, that's gonna work out really good too. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I'll catch a lot of trout on Tuesday. They just stocked it with 1,000 trophies, so I mean, I'll catch a lot of trout on Tuesday. Throw them all back unless I can't. Unless they shock so easily. So I do keep a live well on my boat just in case. But and then I give my limit. Oh, those are size 5s? Yeah, I figured. I thought 4, but that's a 5. Oh, the blade. I don't know. I'm a bass guy. I don't know. The blade is 1 1/8 long. I think it's the same size blade this is that this comes with. Yeah, it's the same size blade as the one I bought from you. So, yeah, it's the same size blade as this, as yours. So, I don't know if that's a 5 or not. It says 3.5 on it. I don't know. How cool is that? I like them. And then I've got a lot of other blades. These are sort of an inline spinner. They don't use clevises. And I got some that I painted. So I could create like a MEPS style and do that. But clevises really get these things to, 3.5. That's the same as mine. Same size. The clevises really get the spinner to spin fast at almost any speed that you want. So, really cool. I mean, come on. Joe and Mike's Fly Shop right there, baby. Joe would probably hate the fact that Terrible at Fishing made something with his flies. But this is a great idea. How much does one of these packages cost? Billy? How much does one of these packages cost? I might just do something like this, The resort doesn't have a spinner like this, and I'm sure they'll buy it from me if I made some. How much do one of the... Let me see if I can find... Maybe it's on Joe's website. I don't know. I can't find anything. His website's not that good. How much does one of those little packages cost? These 10 pieces. Oh, I'm lucky to get this. They don't sell these. Bummer. I wouldn't mind buying a couple packs of those of different colors, and just make some spinners. That would be a lot of fun. I don't tie, so if you I don't know if you got any more. I have the remaining stock from 25 years ago. Send me an email, a DM on whatnot. Tell me how much you want for it. I wouldn't mind buying, some of those. I just think making these is just, that's just, that's just really cool looking. You could probably sell these on whatnot. Make your own. Don't take my idea. Take my idea. Yeah, take my idea. Make your own. People buy it. People spend $7 on a spinner all the time. So, this thing probably costs you got back stock that's already been paid for decades ago, and you can make these for 50 cents, and then sell them for $5, on whatnot. People pay $5 for that. Why not? Why not? People pay $5 for a Walmart spinner, for rooster tails for $5, and yet this is a bigger hook, a larger profile, custom, hand done. I just think that's a winner. But I wouldn't mind buying a few. You can sell them. I could sell them. We could sell them. I wouldn't mind buying a few from you. I just think it's where is your package? Let me see where that package is. I mean, it's like they go by mule. Oh, okay, good. Somebody got that. Good. Billy Bad Apple, there you are. They just put this thing on a mule, and then they just sort of let it walk its way across the United States. And yours is in Clarksburg, West Virginia. That is where your package is I sent you. Oh, it's out for delivery. You're getting it today. You're going to get that baby today. Cool. You get yours today. It's a lure we used to make 25 years ago, and they gave them to me for whatnot. Them 2 for $15. Really? So these two packages for $15 or 2 tails for $15? What does that mean? 2 packages for $15. I'm in, buddy. I am so in. Because I got this. He gave me this 2 for $15. 2 of these. But do you have more packages like this? You're getting my baits that I sent you today. They're out for delivery right now. So, tell me what you think about them. Sent you some fun ones. I don't know how many. I can't remember. That size 2 lures. That size 2 lures. Oh, do you have any more packages of just the feathers like this? You have any more like this? With 10 in a package? So I want to make my own lures. I really appreciate the package you sent me. Obviously, I'm having fun with it. I'm going to have more fun out on the lake. But if you have any more of these, these feather packs, I would be greatly interested in that. Really interested in that. I do have some left, but okay. All right. And that's fair. They are yours. I appreciate the 10 you sent me, though. I really do. I appreciate the 10 you sent me. And these are people. So you charge, basically you do this, and that's $15 right there. That's what you do. That's what I bought. That's what I bought for the big fish contest. So cool. And you get your package today. And one of my guys, I just went on Whatnot to look at your package, and I made this custom bait for somebody. He just bought it. This is all new to me. So he wanted that bait, so he just purchased that. Then I'm waiting for this guy to purchase this one, which he sent me a picture, and I painted him that. He wanted half that bill painted too. So he got half the bill painted. Thanks, Billy. I really appreciate it. I really do. And wait till you see what I sent you today. Wait till you see what I sent you today. You got some really nice fun stuff for you. And so I think I sent you 3 or 4, maybe 4. I can't remember. I can't remember how many I sent you in that box. But it's about $50 worth of of uh, um, of baits, give or take, and a sticker. You need a sticker. Everybody needs a sticker. This is one I painted for myself. So I like putting, feathers at the end of a jerk bait. But how cool is that? That's very cool. So it elongates the bait and gives it a little bit of a waggle. So I did that. That's for me. That one is for me. I painted that one specifically for that feather. So it's this is great. It's cool that you popped on right when I was making these too. It's really cool that you popped on when I was making these. Yeah, they look familiar. That is so cool, man. That is just way too cool. Usually I give a free gift with purchases from me. Maybe I'll save a few of those and pop them in and put Joe's Flies, and this way you can get a little advertisement from my customers. So, Joe Fly, terrible at fishing design. And get you a little more business through my customers. I don't have as many customers as everybody else because I only do one show a month. It takes that long. I mean, this one bait took an hour and a half to paint. This one bait. You think I'm going to get an hour and a half worth of pay? Nah, not even close. There's a $25 bait, and when you add up all the other stuff on it, it's about $10 worth of stuff. Let an hour and a half of time, and it's just what a beautiful bait. I almost don't want to sell this. I worked really hard on this bait. Worked really hard on that bait. Gosh, I got some beautiful baits up here. And sometimes the simple baits actually are the best baits. This natural minnow will probably catch more than any other bait. I don't know, but it's such a beautiful bait, and it's a natural minnow. I mean, you're going to pull this thing through the water and jerk it, and it's going to change directions. And I painted the same one in a finesse. So I know, look at that big difference between the two in size. But what a great thing. Oh, you do it for a living? I do it as a hobby. Do it as a hobby to pay for my fishing. So I did get those 2 molds from you. And that's nice. They're up there. So as I sell these, I want to save up enough money to buy the stuff to make my own plastics. And so I did get those 2 molds from you. And so I like those molds. I think they're going to be different enough to set myself to actually create a niche. If anything, it will be for me. I am first and foremost. First and foremost. I always take care of me first, and then I sell to you guys. I gotta pop little holes in these baggies so we can put it up on the wall. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. So did Joe just recruit you to sell their stuff on Whatnot? And then you sell your stuff too? Because I think you do the soft plastics, don't you? Joe's website's terrible. I don't think anybody really keeps that one up. So let's get some stickers on this. Terrible. See, my stuff. Oh, yeah, there's the package. So, is Joe's Flies you? Sounded like the other day that they were their own company, and that you basically rep for them. That's what it sounded like, because we were talking about going to the trade show. Everything's out of stock. Everything's out of stock. I mean, I went to the website and it's just like sold out. Just about. Well, not size 10. I think I went to this one. Yeah, you go to like the Striker 1/16 ounce, nothing in stock. Super Striker, all sold out. I mean, all the Super Strikers are sold out. So, when I looked at those, it was just like they were all just sold out. And then when you go to the multis, yeah, there's a couple that are sold out, but it's just like that's what, it just feels like they nobody's keeping up on it. I mean, besides saying sold out. Someone's got to start making some of those Super Strikers, I guess, or else, take it off the menus for a little while. I don't know. That's just my thought. It makes you feel like with everything sold out, it makes it feel like he's going out of business because he's not making anything, right now, at least on those. So, very cool. Look at that. That was actually a fun thing to do. That is a fun thing to do. So, we sell to Walmart Bass Pro Shop Ticks. Wow, that's a lot. Those are big accounts. Those are really big accounts. Wow. So you rep? No, you don't rep for them. So, but you use the term we, so you must be part of it. Oh well, 400,000. Just my wow. Well, you're not making it on Whatnot. You told me what you made on Whatnot. Put those clevises in this kit. Yeah, I just want to enjoy a hobby. So my baits allow me to have a hobby that I can afford to have. Fishing and bait making, and it just allows me to have a hobby in my retirement. And I'm disabled too, so it just helps me enjoy something, instead of be pitiful looking. So, but yeah, this is this is some really nice stuff up here. I'm looking forward to fitting all these and putting them on the auction. So we'll do some more fitting. So I don't know if you got to see this one. Did you see this one? This is my lifelike 3D craw, And we'll sell a few of these on my auction. Painted 4, 1 for me, 3 for them. And then I also, this one's not ready to be fit yet, in blue. Oh, 400. Oh my gosh. You are the factory. You are the factory for the guy. Yeah, I guess that is your full-time job, huh? You probably have a better machine than me. And then you instead of making a different one every time, you have this pattern down by memory. Very cool. I'm looking forward to throwing this week. Like I said, I think I'm going to set up one of my spinning rods with a slide bobber for fly fishing, because Iggy sent me some flies, and I want to fish with these, but I have to set up my spinning rod with a slide bobber so I can go ahead and throw something like this. And so on my BFS, my Aldebaran, I'll be using Joe's flies, and on my ultralight spinning, I'll be using Iggy's. Apple soft bait plastics. It's mine, and I work with Joe's. And yeah, you got giant machines. Yeah, I got a tackle tool. I got a tackle tool from Jan's Netcraft. I mean, for $35 for a guy that's just making a bait every once in a while. And then when you sent me these these hooks, it was like, we should make those. And we did. There's 7 of them here. 3 more flies. But very cool. And each one is different. Voila. There's Joe's terrible at fishing setup. People come to me on the lake. They go, "Are you terrible at fishing?" I go, "Yeah, I'm terrible at fishing." Can you give me some pointers from a guy that you just called terrible at fishing? It seems to be an oxymoron, where you ask the guy that's terrible at fishing for advice on fishing. So, so that is very cool. But look at him. I mean, this is, there you go. And then more behind me, hanging up back there. I have to have eyes put on it and clear coats. So, lots of stuff, man. That's why I give myself 3 weeks or a month in between shows, because it takes a couple weeks for me to do the baits, and then I can sort of promote it and then and get some hype on it. All right, you too, buddy. You too. I'm gonna end this too, and my cat is begging to get out of the basement. So, all right, guys, have fun. Appreciate you, and thanks for stopping by, Billy. It's fun to watch me make what you make.